Now playing.
Some losses don't make your life smaller, they finally make your life peaceful.
This is the Thought Exchange.
Hey, how are you? Good, I hope. Hope you're doing great. If this is your first time here, welcome home. If not, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Let's get into it. Sometimes healing doesn't look like gaining people. Sometimes healing looks like losing them. And I know that sounds harsh at first, but because we've been taught that losing people automatically means failure. Like if someone leaves, if a friendship ends, if a relationship breaks apart, if distance grows, then somehow something went wrong. But not every ending is a tragedy. Some endings are protection. I think one of the hardest things to admit sometimes is that we hold on to people because of history, not because of health. We tell ourselves, they've been around for forever, they know me, we've been through too much. But history and access are not the same thing as safety. There are some people who show up only to criticize, people who celebrate with you publicly but compete with you privately, people who make every win feel guilty, people who can only call when they need something, people who make peace feel unfamiliar because chaos becomes their normal. And the scary part is toxic relationships rarely feel toxic in real time. A lot of times they feel like loyalty, they feel like patience, they feel like trying harder, they feel like giving them just one more chance. Until one day you realize you've become smaller to keep someone else comfortable. You stop sharing ideas, you stop celebrating yourself, you stop being honest, you stop speaking up, you stop feeling excited about your own life. And losing that connection can feel painful at first because grief doesn't always mean that you lost something healthy. Sometimes you're grieving potential, sometimes you're grieving memories, sometimes you're grieving that version of a person that you thought they would become. But peace has a strange way of introducing itself after the silence settles. You realize your nervous system is calmer, you realize you don't dread opening messages, you realize you don't need to rehearse conversations anymore, you realize you're laughing easier, you realize your life didn't fall apart. You finally have room to build, room to think, room to meet people who don't require self-abandonment. And I think that's the reframe. Losing toxic people isn't a win because they lost. It's a win because you stop losing yourself. That doesn't mean hate them. That doesn't mean prove something. That doesn't mean announce your departure. Sometimes growth is quiet. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is simply stop returning into the environment that requires you to abandon yourself. And if you've been carrying guilt because someone no longer has access to your life, maybe just ask yourself, did I lose a person or did I gain peace? That's all I have for you for this episode. If this spoke to you, share with somebody you think needs it. Subscribe, like, comment if that's what you want to do. As always, I want to thank you for allowing me to trade my thoughts with you, and see y'all next time. Love y'all. Peace.
This is the Thought Exchange with Tony Watts.